California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 37, check 37.
Try the right side here, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Slip. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Let's go. Come on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got? Give me some. Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. Check 43.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
I got a kick out of talking last year with Aaron Donald about how when he came out of college, many NFL teams thought he might be undersized to play defensive tackle. Instead, he's been a perennial all-pro, Pro Bowl player since day 1, and offenses are still searching for ways to block him and keep him from disrupting their offense.
On 3rd down, Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To throw is gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, 53 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On first down, Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Watch the eye. Check. Hey, watch the eye.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
If there's ever such a thing as a downside to such a nice drive, it's that we didn't get a chance to talk about them earlier. But I would have said, keep an eye on this offensive line and let's see how it performs. And so far, so great, because they've already gotten their running back into the end zone.
Going up top for Cup. This is caught inside the 15. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Fields looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm coming. Watch the ship.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Shelling through the defense. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 4th down. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't pull him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now they'll run it on the taunts. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
looking to throw on second down. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch.
Throwing on third and long. Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Todd Gurley and the Rams offense set to take over. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's going to go for a big play now. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA! Tyler Higbee. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula? The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on second down. Fields trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Good stuff.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how it bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's gone. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Cmperry lost twice in his career.
So edgy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far, this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
You got 3 down. Showing it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final shot before break. Fields taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They got him in. It's Woods. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They run. It's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
42 to the mark, 42 to the mark.
From the red zone now, Goff. Yeah, he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Check 41. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Fields. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. He sets to fire deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields looking deep for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part,
Robert Woods, 30, 10, touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, 79 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Packers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
941. Down to lose 1.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Fields Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
That right now...